Hello and welcome to By Invite Only Season 2.
This season, we decided to dig deeper, be super real, and very honest. So, here are some of my favorite real AF conversations on this season till now.
One thing that I've realized is during the lockdown, you went to a frenzy of like creating content on social media. It's not like somebody told you to do this.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a rule book to a person once they become an actor, right? Why did you have to do this?
I finished my movie released. I was in Bombay for about 1.5 weeks, and then I went off to shoot something else. So I actually got 1.5 weeks after my film to actually enjoy what that felt like. So then lockdown happened, and suddenly I was like, oh my God, what happens now? Because people start forgetting. It's human nature. So I got really worried, and I was like, well, I have to stay visible somehow.
Yeah.
And so I decided, I was like, okay, fine, I'm just going to go out there, and I'm going to put myself out there and my personality out there more than anything, because I wanted people to know who I was. Also, you have so much time, you might as well. And also because, then that became an alternate source of income for me.
Yeah.
Because, I've been financially independent for a long time now.
Yeah.
And, so for me, I was like, what do I do now? Like, we don't know how long this is going to go on. I didn't want to go and, start taking money from my parents again.
Yeah.
I stopped that ages ago.
Yeah.
So as soon as I started earning, so then that was another thing I had to figure out. So social media was a big blessing in that sense.
I want to congratulate you on this. And I know you didn't make a big deal out of this, and I know why you didn't, because there's already like a certain connotation associated with you because you come from a family and there's a star kid connotation and stuff like that. But I think it was a big deal for you and for anybody around you at that point in time, because when you said that you made money during the lockdown, this is literally out of making content on social media and doing brand collaborations and stuff like that. And like you said, you've been financially independent for a while now. You haven't taken money from your parents, and I can guarantee this. And you bought yourself a car.
Yes, I did.
And I'm very, very proud of you for this. I know you didn't make a big deal out of this. Do you want to say why you didn't?
It was something that I wanted to do for myself for a long time, because I'm not really someone that really spends money on myself. I'm trying to learn how to do that. Now, recently I have. I used to always take my money and spend it on other people or, just like other stuff. And I decided that the first proper thing I was going to get for myself was going to be a car.
Yeah.
And I had my eyes on it for a while, and I feel like always having a goal helps you get somewhere. So even in terms of like whether it's like wanting to be somewhere in your career, you have a goal and then you do things every day subconsciously and consciously to get there, or even monetarily where you have this subconscious goal. I have a vision board that you've seen. It's right up there in my room, and this is one of the things on it. So I was really, I was very happy that I got it, but I didn't feel like it was something I needed to advertise because this was a time when so many people were going through so much, which is why even now, like I was a little like when you brought it, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Because, so many people went through such a hard time in this time.
Yeah.
So I, like, it felt like a little bit of an indulgence, but at the same time, it was something that I really wanted, I really worked towards.
Yeah.
And, that's what kept, that amongst, of course, other things, is what like really kept me motivated because I felt like I had a goal.
Yeah.
Because suddenly lockdown happened, I had 2 films, both of them went away in the lockdown.
Yeah.
After Jawani, I signed 2 films, both went away. And I was like, my God, what is my goal? What am I working towards? Until this lockdown opens, my whole team was like, there's nothing we can do, there's nothing we can do now, nothing we can do now, we'll have to wait. And I felt so aimless. And I was like, this is going to be my goal. And I'm happy to say I achieved it, but, I just didn't want to talk about it because it just, I didn't
fair
want
enough. It was a timing.
Yeah.
I want to reiterate this because it's important, because I don't think I would have done the things that you guys are doing at 18 when I was 18, which was not a while ago. It was just 8 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. But tell me, at what age did you start doing what you guys are doing? So it's sort of becoming bigger and bigger. The lockdown was a big part of it becoming bigger. Apparently not for you. Agastya refuses to say it. It's like, no, mine was picked up after the lockdown. So lockdown has nothing to do with it.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, but tell me, at what age do you start towards... Dave, of course, started much younger.
No.
It's not true. Do we have... I will make sure that I play this video.
No.
No, you're filming on television.
How old were you in that video?
I was
You had
13.
a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I was 13. I had a YouTube channel, and I don't know.
13 in that?
Yeah.
You hadn't hit puberty till then?
Nope.
You looked much younger.
Hear my voice in it. It's like a squeaky tone.
With an accent.
Yeah, with an accent. But yeah, I started at 13. Yeah, so what I used to do, I made a video and then I sent a broadcast WhatsApp message to each and every contact I had. So my teachers, everyone used to just get, hey guys, check out my YouTube video, please. Like, share, comment.
So this is not a new thing. You were sketchy since 13.
Yeah, I was sketchy since 13. Yeah, makes sense.
Tarini?
I started off at 16. I started a YouTube channel first, but then I stopped for a while. I focused on my boards and everything.
Yeah.
And then I got back during lockdown. So,
Yeah.
that's when it all
Perfect.
reached.
Perfect. Agastya.
I made my first video when I was like 15, 16, I think, and it was like a musical.
2 years ago, he's talking about.
2 years ago, it was kind of like a musical video, and then I stopped doing music, and then TikTok came out, and I started making these.
Oh, correct. I saw this. What was this video? I've seen this video.
Yeah, I showed you the video.
What was
the music one?
Yeah, I forgot. Like you were making it with something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I used to make music with like random objects.
Yeah.
So music.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, like cutlery and shit.
Yeah, cutlery and stuff, yeah. That, then TikTok happened and I started making like funny, relatable content, and then that switched to Instagram after
Yeah.
TikTok shut down.
I started
Taneesha.
peak lockdown. My
Yeah.
opportunity, I grabbed it. So I started off on TikTok a little bit earlier, but at that point I wasn't actually making content for that
Yeah.
reason. I was just like, yeah, it's fun, whatever. And then March of 2020 is when I really started getting into it and deciding that, yeah, this is what I want to do. And yeah, so it was peak lockdown. I took that opportunity.
Yeah.
and-
In the beginning, when did you sort of discover Rani KoHEnur? I heard, and I want to tell you that I researched, and I know it's Rani KoHEnur.
Right.
He.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you come up with this? Or where did you sort of find her? What goes into making her?
A lot of hair goes into making her, a lot of makeup, a lot of patience.
Yeah.
But I think that also a lot of joy,
Yeah.
and I feel very empowered. But I started doing drag. When I say I started doing drag, is like I honestly think that all of us are in drag.
Yeah.
Right? As soon as we're born and we kind of put, any garment on us, and we don't really necessarily choose till a particular stage
Yeah.
in life or an age. And then we start expressing ourselves with our clothes and stuff and our makeup, and I think that's drag.
Yeah.
But when it comes to performance drag,
Yeah.
it's not just cross-dressing
Yeah.
and standing on stage. It's much more than that. It's like this entire production.
It's an art form in itself.
It's an art form. So, you think about your name, you think about the character you give your
Yeah.
drag persona, you think about how you're going to perform and how you're going to kind of interact with your audience.
Yeah.
And that entire process, not just getting ready, putting on a wig and heels, that's not drag,
Yeah.
right? Drag is a performance art, and it's so beautiful, it's so vast, it's so diverse.
Yeah.
Everyone can do drag. The
Yeah.
best thing is, and this mindset that, anything that is away from the heteronormative set rules
Yeah.
is, you have to be apologetic about it. You don't. Because I'm paying my own bills.
Yeah.
And if I want to do something that's not harming you in any way. See, now
What's your concern?
if I appear like this
Yeah.
and it, it makes you uncomfortable, then you have to ask yourself,
Yeah.
am I
Totally.
comfortable with my
Totally.
sexuality? Because if I'm minding my own business,
Yeah.
I have the invite to your show.
Yeah.
Then if somebody doesn't want to watch it,
Don't watch.
don't watch, but don't sit there and make a fuss about it, because
Yeah.
I am doing something that's art as well.
Yeah. 100%.
I sing in 4 octaves.
Yeah.
And I like singing like
And
this.
fabulously at it.
Well, thank you. But I like performing like this.
Yeah.
And I think if you don't like it, just change the channel or just, just go to the next video.
Totally.
It's that simple.
I just want to tell people about this. 'Cause,
Right.
It's not a 26-year-old midlife crisis.
Right.
This is in solidarity and support with you. What is the drag scene like in India? Of course, it's changing majorly. You were on the cover of Vogue India in your drag as Rani KoHEnur, which is a great accomplishment. It also talks about and speaks about how the world is changing around us. But tell me, is it always... I mean, of course, on your social media and all, that's a highlight reel of your life, right? But then is it always great, fun and glamorous and like out there and performing and beautiful?
No, it's not. Just like you'll hear any actor
Yeah.
or any performer or any artist
Yeah.
say that it comes with its pros and cons.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to complain about either.
Yeah.
Because I chose this life.
Yeah.
So I'm not one of those that'll be like, poor me or poor the community. I don't know about the other people. But I just say that I do drag because it empowers me. And
Yeah.
through my journey, it will empower other people
Yeah.
in this country.
Yeah.
That's what I do drag for because I enjoy doing it. I put it out there and I say that if I've got this stage and this, what do you call it? Like the pedestal.
Pedestal, yeah.
I've been put on a pedestal so that I have to voice for other people. That I feel. Some people are like, no, I don't feel like I should voice for other people.
Yeah.
I'm like, you do you, let me do me.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing me, you shouldn't have a problem with that.
Without taking the person's name, what is the bio though?
It says youngest, most beautiful.
See, I knew
He knows the exact word.
30 word essay, 30.
I'll tell you
Okay.
that he's gonna take that story. But anyway, we've done some work many years ago together where lots of time was spent. It was a film.
I've realized that from the beginning, from when I've known you since Mirzia,
Yeah.
you are usually like slightly shy and introverted, and like you like your own space and your little cocoon that you create. But that's not usually what's expected out of an actor in the industry because they have like a certain rule book.
Absolutely,
where you're like, okay,
yeah.
you have to do this and appearances and like be very social and network and like meet all of these people. How do you manage this balance where you can be this because I feel like somehow you do your movies, but you're also like not seen everywhere and like you don't do like spottings and like all of that stuff.
Right.
How do you find this?
Well,
balance?
it's an interesting question. It's a strange conundrum because obviously, like for example, AK versus AK came out.
Yeah.
People loved the film and the reviews were fantastic, and I didn't expect it for the part. So now in a situation like that, somebody would go out a lot. You know what I'm trying to say? Like be spotted here, be spotted there, and make the most of that. But
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's long-term or sustainable for me because that's not the life that I want for myself.
Yeah.
I want to kind of build something over a period of time, and I do realize that when you're kind of quieter, people will say a lot of things about you because they don't know you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah.
the people that know me, like for example, Alaya knows me a little bit.
Yeah.
Then she'll really tell you what I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
or my friends will tell you what I'm like. So yeah, man. I think for me it's a longer road, and I'm trying to open up gradually.
Yeah.
But I also I want to come on your show, for example, because now over the last 1 or 2 years we've built an equation of
Yeah.
sorts, and I feel like this will be fun.
What do you love the most about your sisters and what do you hate the most?
Generosity.
That's what you love the most.
Love the most. Generosity, open-mindedness, and also ambition and drive. It's very difficult for two girls to kind of achieve what they have.
Yeah.
And obviously people will have their opinions and say what they want, but the results are there to be
Yeah,
seen.
true.
They've built a brand together. They've had many hits. Ria's only had successful films.
Yeah.
Khoobsurat, Veere Di Wedding, Aisha.
Yeah.
And at the time when they made Aisha, 2009-10, nobody was doing those kinds of films.
Yeah.
So people seem to forget that very quickly. But they're achievers.
Yeah.
And what I don't like about them is they're very, very picky about the kind of women that come into my life. Like nobody is good enough,
Did they have like an opinion about people who were in your life before, who you've briefly dated?
Yes.
Do you not date them because of that?
No.
No. It's fine.
But sometimes they can be very cut it off before it even ignites,
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Complete the sentence. I'd rather be single than date.
I'd rather be single than date somebody that's dating me for the wrong reasons.
Okay. What are wrong reasons for you?
I mean, who you are, where you come from.
Fair enough.
Come on, let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah.
You have to be a good judge of character,
Yeah.
So that's
Has that happened to you before?
multiple times.
Yeah.
And I don't like playing the victim or anything
Fair
because
enough.
obviously relationships are complicated.
Yeah.
There are times where, you've been a bit self-involved and self-indulgent and not been empathetic enough.
Yeah.
And then there are times where it cuts both ways.
Correct.
So I'd rather be single than have to go through that experience again.
Which is
So,
true.
yeah, so I do post such videos sometimes, but mostly dance content and other relatable content sometimes.
Now, what was the first video? Now, I understand that a few of you were on TikTok earlier, a platform that doesn't exist in this country anymore. But what was the first video content of yours that went viral? Archit starts.
So on TikTok, I made this one video about, initially when COVID, this whole pandemic started, there was a rumor that it started because of eating a bat. I don't know if you know this, but it was like,
It's not true or what?
I don't know if it's true or not. Guys, fact check, please.
I still believe it.
Please.
Yeah,
Even I still believe it.
Yeah.
Please
People
fact check.
started sending bad soup videos on
Yeah.
WhatsApp. So I was like, no, this shit is not
So
true.
I made this video where I was just complaining about why would you eat a bat out of all? Like you could eat chicken, you could eat fish. Why bat?
yeah.
And I was just going off on the person, and people found it really funny. So and that got like 1 million views.
So this is the
So
first
that's
one
my first
that
ever
went crazy.
viral video.
Mine was it was what do you want me to say? It's like a beef with this one celebrity and
The Bollywood celebrity.
Bollywood celebrity. A-listed or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's for people to decide.
That's for people.
Yeah, that's for people to
But
decide.
she's the most beautiful, best. What is that?
IITN and
Yeah, IITN.
a lot of other things. Oh my god.
You know exactly what you're talking about. Tell me.
Adit knows everything.
I'm sure you have said this 355 times every day.
Tell me what you were telling me in the car.
Without taking the person's name, what is the bio though?
It says the youngest, most beautiful
See, I knew he knew
He
this.
knows the exact words.
actress to win the most titles in Bollywood / IITN / athlete
He's by having the entire
/
thing.
Miss Universal. It says Universal.
Does your parents also have your password and username?
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Both my parents, my dad doesn't really use Instagram, but my mom is blocked from my account.
Well
But I
done.
feel like
We know now.
Now she knows.
No, she knows. I've told her.
But
Like,
Rishi, I feel like if 15-year-olds send you messages, if adults send you, then that's wrong. But if
Yeah,
you're
then-
Yeah, but I have a question though. Does that happen?
yeah, there's
adults
like
send you?
like there's creepy men and women
my
like
God.
both. That's like, hi, so cute, want to meet. Like there's like really
My
weird
God.
messages, and
That's
I like
messed up.
immediately block them. And then sometimes I don't know if it's a fake account or it's like real like account because some of them don't have followers, some of them do.
Yeah.
So it's really weird, but like I like delete them immediately, and it's really messed up also. But yeah, I just don't see those DMs. I don't see DMs like that much anymore, but like I just see the nice ones.
But the other part is really messed up.
That
though.
is
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
something about uncles. I have received the banyan photos
Oh my god.
of uncles.
Adit.
Been there every day, every minute.
There we go.
Of course, we know that guy called Alauddin Khan who slid into her DMs.
Who's an Alauddin Khan?
I don't know whoever DM me
I'll-
this creepy
can
stuff.
I talk
I
about
just, I
this?
just take a screenshot and send it to Archit and he just sit and laugh about it.
Who's this?
There's this
Is it
random
actual account?
guy, the real account, this random uncle, this 65-year-old uncle called Alauddin Khan. Hi, babes.
Yeah.
He's like his phone is over here and he's just staring into the camera.
Hi, babes.
Like hababs. That's not even like that's not even
That's
not
not
quite
even
thirsty.
remotely close to what she gets. Like,
Yeah.
I would know what she gets.
What else do you get? One more tell.
Okay, so not thirsty, obviously I do get it. But recently there's this guy who has been
Oh my
messaging
God.
me. And that guy
You
has
co-manage an account. Because
Yeah.
you have to know everything.
yeah, we are on
know
call like
everything
half the
about
day.
each other.
Yeah,
Archit is
exactly.
Alina's manager.
Yeah.
Basically.
Recently, there's this guy. That guy has a whole ass family. He posts pictures with his daughter who's my age.
Oh my god, that's really messy.
Go for it. Put him on
Like
blast.
Amarjeet Sinha or something like that. I still
Amarjeet,
have
shout
it.
out to you.
So, that guy's like, I think he's from Punjab, and he'll text me in.
Amarjeet Sinha from Punjab. Yes.
Yeah, he'll message me in Punjabi, and I can barely understand because it's a little.
To see cute hot.
like,
Arey, to see what not ho. Dude, like a few days ago, that's when I blocked him on Instagram. A few days ago, he sent me a DM on Instagram. He's like, मैं गाड़ी के शोरूम में हूँ, मम्मी जी के साथ गाड़ी सेलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ, आपके लिए गिफ्ट है. I'm like, I just blocked him. I
Take
know
it. What do you mean?
I think that's
Bro,
clickbait.
one
I
day,
would take the car.
he wasn't buying it for me. He was buying it for himself, and he wanted to drive me around in that.
For us. It was for us.
You choose, but
Babes, it's for us. And then I blocked him on Instagram, and then he started messaging me on Twitter. तुसी नाराज हो? तुम क्यों मुझे Instagram पे block कर दिए?
Arey,
After our
that's not.
DMs.
What did he do after? Gmail.
Oh yeah, he Gmail. He's like, मैंने आपको email पे भी लिखा है message, and he emailed me, and I'm like, is this fun? I just laugh.
My God.
He's
it is
an
also
entertainment dude.
30-word essay. 30.
I'll tell you
Okay.
that he's gonna take that story. But anyway, we've done some work many years ago together where lots of time was spent. It was a film.
when I wanted to get you guys together and when I was talking to you guys separately and all of that, I heard from like your teams and friends and stuff like that you guys have been friends for a while now. But then I don't understand this part now because from the moment you entered, you guys have been a little shady and like you've been doing this like sniggering business in the side, saying like, should we tell him the true story? What is this?
You want to start?
I mean,
It better like live up to the expectation now because you've like really hyped it up.
I mean, it's a. So when you asked me to come onto the show, I mean, Adarsh is one of those. He's the first person that popped into my mind for who I'd like to come with.
Yeah.
Because for me, he's someone who knows me inside out for years.
How did you guys meet? This 30-word essay, 30.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
That he's gonna take that story. But anyway, we've done some work many years ago together where lots of time was spent. It was a film.
What was the name of this movie?
That we don't know.
What nonsense!
It could change. So like, should we
It
tell you
would
the
be
name
fair
that it
for
was
us to say.
originally named called?
So it hasn't even released as yet.
No, it hasn't released.
So we filmed for it when I was like 16, going on 17 in school. This is literally like 8 years ago.
2013.
2013.
Okay.
And we did a full film and it hasn't released.
So this film, it was called Banana at the time we shot for it.
Okay.
And Sanj had
That's
done.
on your like Wikipedia.
Is it?
Like there's some conversation about some banana somewhere.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, so there has been some, because I remember in one of the interviews I mentioned that this was actually supposed to be my first film.
Yeah.
So then the film got made in Jamshedpur and got shot in the school where I actually studied from. So it was like a life coming full circle for me moment, and even for Sanj, like I think for both of us it was our first major feature
And
film.
I went back to Jamshedpur and shot Dil Bechara there.
Yeah.
So it's, and so it's been, and Rohit Saraf was with us in the film. So it was the three of us.
My God, what is this?
Yeah. Rohit and Sanj were like the lead couple, and I was playing Rohit's best friend in the film.
Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I will see you guys next week, same place, same time.